This is not just dinner, it's a full flavor experience. Sticky bourbon-glazed jerk ribs, sizzling garlic butter shrimp, and creamy coconut callaloo rice, all on one Caribbean-inspired plate. Let's get into this deliciousness.
Oh, hi there! Welcome to Teika's Kitchen. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds.
Alright, now let's rewind and break down how this trio of bold flavors came alive. For the coconut callaloo rice, we need coconut milk powder, pepper, callaloo, rice of course, as well as some thyme for flavor. For awesome bourbon sauce, we're using bourbon, honey, sugar, ginger, vinegar, and soy sauce. To bring the flavor to our ribs, we're using Cajun Seasoning, Maggi All-Purpose Seasoning, Smoked Paprika, some nice and meaty baby back ribs there, garlic, onion powder, olive oil, green seasoning, and our jumbo shrimps. Alright, now that we have everything, let's dive right into business, guys. And we're starting with cleaning and trimming our baby back ribs. Alright, so removing some of the excess fat there, flip it over, and now we're going to remove the membrane from the back. Now removing the membrane helps us to soak up all that flavor. Alright, when we apply our spice rub, so just use a paper towel to pull that thin film from the back, just like that. Alright, nice and easy. Alright, now after this we're going to cut our rack in two, and to the wash we'll go. So we give this a good little rinse, rinsing with lemon as well, because as you know, lemon helps to add flavor, remove any surface impurities, clean our meat so we can have a beautiful meat for seasoning. Okay, alright, and just like that, giving it a good little wash down. Up next, we'll pat dry, because when we apply our seasoning rub, we want this to be flavorful. So it's very important for you to dry all that excess water, because flavors, layers of flavor is what we're about, right? Alright, and just like that on the other side as well, nice and clean. And now it's time to add some flavor. Now we're using all that seasoning to create our dry spice rub. So remember, the Cajun seasoning, the Maggi All-Purpose Seasoning, the onion powder, the garlic powder, and that smoked paprika there as well. Alright, giving it a nice little massage so every crevice, every corner, every bowl, every slice can be flavorful. Okay, now going in there with some olive oil and green seasoning, and we're just going to massage this all the way through as well, just to ensure that we lock in all that flavor, guys. Oh my goodness. Flip it over, doing the same thing there as well. Now that tablespoon of olive oil helps the seasoning to cling and gives me that perfect caramelized crust after baking. Alright, and just like that, it is nicely seasoned and flavorful. Now it's time to get the shells off these shrimp. So we're going to prep them, wash them, and also season as well. Now we're leaving the tails on, because as you know, the tails will give a little elevated presentation. Alright, giving it a good rinse there too as well, followed up with some lemon, because lemon is an effective cleaning agent for washing our meat. Alright, just ensure that you're nice and clean down the back there as well. Adding our seasoning, so a little Cajun, a little garlic, onion powder there as well, some freshly ground black pepper, and that Maggi All-Purpose Seasoning. Give it a good toast, and then we'll allow this to marinate. Alright, now guess what? Oh yeah, it has been 30 minutes, so now it's time to get our baby back ribs tender, juicy, and flavorful. Now wrapping these ribs tightly in foil creates that seal pocket, right? Now this locks in all the moisture and flavor while they bake low and slow, making the meat fall off the bone tender. Now while those ribs are slow roasting, it's now time to make our sauce, because What's rib without the perfect sticky glaze to bring it all together? So we have added all our sauce ingredients, the bourbon, the honey, the sugar, the ginger, the soy sauce. Alright, all will be linked down below in the description section so you can make this perfect sauce as well. Alright, giving that a good stir. Alright, and then we'll add about 2 tablespoons of ketchup just to give it that perfect consistency, right? It will act as a thickening agent. Now while this is boiling, we're going to leave it to simmer and do its thing until it comes to the perfect consistency that we are looking for. Alright, and behold, look at that, guys, the perfect consistency that we desire. This is so flavorful on its own. I can just imagine when it hits that tender seasoned rib, it's gonna be a showdown in here. You hear me? Alright. Now that it's over to me, it's time for us to get into our Callaloo rice. So we have added garlic and butter, sauteing our Callaloo about 2 minutes there, giving us a good toast. Alright, now we'll flavor this Callaloo with a little salt there as well. Give it a good stir. And up next we are adding the rice. Alright. Oh my gosh, guys, this aroma is something else already. Just imagine when we pour in that coconut milk. Alright, giving it a good little stir fry there. Alright, and then we will follow up with our coconut milk and also some water as well. Alright, we will now allow this to come to a boil. Alright, and then we will reduce it to simmer, just ensuring that we're stirring everything, have the adequate amount of liquid, add some garlic herb butter there again to top it off with a little thyme. And then guys, we're going to cover this, allow it to boil, and as soon as it starts boiling, guys, we reduce to simmer. Alright, now it's time to get sizzling. Add in some olive oil there to our skillet, followed up with the shrimp. Alright, and we're going to sear these on about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Shrimp doesn't take a long time to cook, where we need them nice, juicy and firm, you know. Now after searing these guys on both sides, we will now add that garlic herb butter to lock in that extra flavor, followed up with some parsley flakes. You can also use fresh parsley, but I didn't have any fresh ones, so we added parsley flakes. Alright, giving it a good toast, followed up now with a splash of lemon juice. It brightens the flavor, brings the butter and seasoning together in a light sauce, and lifts all those golden bits from the pan for a beautiful reddish finish. Alright, of course we give it a final toss there as well. We did add some parsley flakes. You could also add fresh parsley. Alright guys, the aroma in this kitchen is something to talk about, I tell you. And look at that. Oh my goodness, smelling good but looking even better, ain't it? Alright, now that it's nice and ready, it is now time to check on our rice. And look at that, light, fluffy and infused with coconut cream and fresh Callaloo. Every grain is tender, and those grains, oh my goodness, just the right pop of color and flavor, I tell you. Look at that guys. Oh yeah. Alright, know that our ribs are nice and tender, just like how we want them. And look at that guys, all beauty, isn't it? Now I'm straining off that flavor gold from the foil. Now I didn't add it to the glaze this time because the sauce was already made earlier, but you can definitely add for extra depth. Alright, and now we're brushing for a rich, sticky bourbon glaze and finish these ribs off with that glossy sheen. Look at that guys. Just look at that glaze, sweet, smoky and rich, clinging to every curve of the rib. This is where flavor meets sheen, and trust me, every brush stroke is building that sticky caramelized magic. If this glaze is making your mouth water, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more bold, flavorful dishes just like this, okay? Alright. Now that the ribs are glazed up and glistening, we're broiling to caramelize the sauce and lock in that sticky goodness. Look at that, guys. Oh yeah. And just like that, our ribs are ready. That process took about 1 to 2 minutes. Alright. And guess what? Now it's time to slice in this beauty. Look at that, guys. So flavorful. So tender. Oh my goodness. And you know what time it is, right? Oh yeah. It's time to serve up this delicious goodness, and we're molding our rice for an attractive finish. So the Callaloo rice hit the plate, soft, creamy, and full of island flavor. Next, those sticky bourbon-glazed ribs. Tender and glistening with every brush stroke. Juicy golden and sizzling with flavor, garlic butter shrimp. And finally, we're coming up with a drizzle of that rich glaze to tie it all together. Pure Caribbean comfort, bold, balanced, and made with love. And here it is, a full plate of flavor from every angle. Sticky bourbon ribs, buttery garlic shrimp, and creamy coconut callaloo rice, all coming together in perfect harmony. This isn't just a meal, this is a moment. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this island-inspired plate brought you all the flavor and comfort you needed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time with even more bold and beautiful bites right here on Teika's Kitchen.